Hi there, it's Martin here with a video where I'm going to share with you the process that I follow when I tender a project out to a number of building contractors. So you have spent some time putting together your schedule of works, and you have got a short list of potential contractors to price those works up. This is the process that I follow to ensure that I've got every opportunity of getting back as many prices from those contractors as possible. The first thing is I will already have been engaging with those potential contractors along the way. I would have been keeping them warm, as it were. I would have been keeping them notified as to when I'm actually going to be sending out the project for them to price. So that when I send out the project, they are already kind of expecting it. You know, it may be I'm sending it out early next month, so look out for it. I might well even have sent them an email earlier in the same week saying everything is coming out on Friday morning, so look out for it. So keep them warm. But send out an email. What I end up doing actually is I put all of the documents that I want to send out into a shareable folder. I use Google Drive, you may use Dropbox or one of the other medium for doing that. Make sure you securitize that document or that folder so that no one can inadvertently save things into the folder or take things out of it. But actually all you've got to do is then just share a link to that folder with the contractors. Send an email saying, as our discussions, here is the link to the documents for the project that I was talking to you about last week. I would like to meet you on site next week, and please get your price back to me in the next 3 to 4 weeks. Or you might put a firm date that you want the price back in there. You might even put a firm date when you want to meet the contractors on site. You might say, I will be on site next Thursday. Please phone me to make arrangements to come and view it, and I'll let you know the best slot available. So that's that introductory email to get the information out to the builder. Note that I've sent it by email beforehand. I haven't turned up at the meeting with it and then presented it to the builder. You want to give the builders an opportunity to read the document before they turn up on site. A few days after I've sent the initial email, I'll follow that up, maybe with an email, perhaps more likely by phone, to confirm that they've received the documents, that they've read them, that they understand what they've got everything they need. And at the same time, I would probably arrange to actually meet them at the property. I tend to try and meet all of my contractors independently at the property, but it's very easy for them to cross over. Don't beat yourself up if they do cross over, but try and stagger them throughout the day. You don't want to be spending too much time at the property, but do your best for them not to cross over too much. Small projects allow perhaps an hour, bigger projects maybe an hour and a half, but don't be at all surprised when some builders are in and out in 20 minutes and other builders are there an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's just how different builders view these. When you meet the builder at the property a week or so later on, check that they've understood everything again. Build relationship, build rapport, check that you can work with the builder. Just note how proficient they appear. How well do they know the project? Does it feel as though they're interested in it, that they've read the documents? Don't be at all surprised when some builders turn up and say, oh, I didn't realise this was needed. That would suggest they haven't read the documents. That would suggest that they're perhaps not quite as hungry as some of the others. Make a note of your feelings. Make a note of what you learnt from them. Make a note of questions they asked. Were they decent questions, or were they just rubbish questions because they didn't know what they were looking at? These are all things that will help you assess which builder you want later on. Don't be at all surprised when some builders say they want to come back another day with a tradesman they didn't bring the first time round. For me, that's a bit of a negative. It's not a complete no, but it's a bit of a negative. If they couldn't read my schedule of works and realise that they needed a plumber, and now they want to meet me and waste my time and get back into the property with a plumber, that is a little bit of a negative. But assess these yourself. After I've met them, I will probably drop them a message a day or two later, just asking them and inviting them to raise any questions that have come up. Again, this is just another touch point to make sure that they're engaged and they haven't forgotten about it. Reinforce the date that you want the tender returned by. If you've got a little bit of float, that might be the time to give them some float if that came out from meeting them on site. Chase them again a day or two before you agreed the price, the day you want the price back. So if you ask for the prices on Friday, then give them a little bit of a chase up on Wednesday. Just nudge them, see how they're getting on. Are you going to get it on Friday? By the way, actually getting a price back on Monday is often quite a good day because that gives them the weekend. So be prepared to be a little bit flexible in here and give them a little bit more time if necessary. When it comes to the day the tender's due in, don't be at all surprised when you haven't got all of the prices back. Nudge them again, find out, talk to them, find out when you are going to get that price. Be prepared to give them another day or two, and don't be at all surprised if one or two builders say, actually, I'm going to need another week or more. Never say no to a builder. Always say, I can probably incorporate that in what I'm doing. Don't worry. Better to get a price back a little bit late and have someone in the mix a week later than not actually have builders lined up ready to go. So at that point, I would start doing my analysis. I'd start doing my comparison. And then in due course, we go back and start talking to the preferred builders. Maybe we've got some queries, some questions, and we'd go back and start interrogating things in a lot more depth. But that's the process I would follow to, from getting prices out to builders to actually getting prices back from builders. I do really hope that will help you have a more streamlined tender process on your next project. If you've got any questions, then do please post them in the comments below. Do please like and share this video, and if you like it, of course you will be told when the next video is being released. I've got lots of videos to help you with your conversion, refurbishment and development projects, and I look forward to catching up with you on another one very soon.